Welcome to the lecture on Engineering Statistics and Linear Algebra. In this lecture, I am going to discuss about what is meant by determinants, properties on determinants, and few examples related to the determinants. So first we will learn what is meant by determinant. A determinant is a scalar function whose domain is a set of square matrices. Say for example, I am taking here one n cross n matrix. So the matrix is given like A is equal to with the entries A11, A12, etc. A1n. Second row A21, A22, etc. A2n, and nth row AN1, AN2, etc. ANN. So this is an example of n cross n square matrix. So now I want to find the determinant of this n cross n square matrix, and it is denoted by det A, or we can denote with this symbol also. So now we will see how to find the determinant of 1 cross n matrix. So the matrix order will be 1. I mean the number of rows and number of columns will be equal to 1 here. That is, if the matrix A is equal to only one entry, that is A11, then the determinant of A is given by A11. So I'm taking a square matrix of order 2, that is our column and number of columns and number of rows. That is M is equal to N is equal to 2. So example is A is equal to the matrix A11, A12, A21, A22. Then the determinant of this matrix is given by multiplying these two elements first. A11 into A22 we have to multiply, minus of A12 into A21 we have to multiply. So we'll get the equation like this for the 2 cross 2 matrix. Next is, we'll see how to find the determinant of 3 cross 3 matrix. So I'm taking a matrix of order 3, that is with the entries A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. So if I find a determinant of this matrix, the determinant of will be equal to, with the first entry A11 with A22 into A33 minus A23 into A32. Next is minus A12 into A21, A33, A23, A31. So while considering this element, we have to skip this complete column and this complete row. We have to take only these elements. And while taking this A12, we have to skip this complete column and this complete row. Take only this remaining, that is A21, A23, A31, A33, we have to take it. So while taking A13 elements, we have to skip this complete column and this complete row. Take only A21, A22, A31, A32 with the alternative sign plus, minus, plus. So as shown here. So now if determinant of A is equal to 0, then the matrix A is called singular matrix and it is not invertible. Suppose if determinant of A is not equal to 0, then we can call A is a non-singular matrix. So there the value of A inverse will be exist in that case. Next is properties of determinant. The first property, a determinant of identity matrix is always 1. So for example, I'm taking an identity matrix of 2 cross 2 matrix, that is 1 0 and 0 1. So if I expand this matrix for determinant, the value will be 1. I mean from these to 1 minus 0, the value will be 1. I'm taking a 3 cross 3 identity matrix, that is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So after expanding this matrix for determinant, the value will be equal to 1. Property number 2, for every square matrix A, the determinant of A will be equal to determinant of A transpose. For example, I'm taking 2 matrices here, that is 2 cross 2 matrix. A is equal to some entries A, B, C, D like this, and A transpose is equal to interchanging rows and columns of this A matrix. I'll be having A, C, B, D. So now I'm going to find a determinant of this A matrix. I'm getting it as AD minus BC, or expanding this determinant. And I'm going to find a determinant of A transpose matrix also, or expanding this one, I'm getting the equation AD minus BC. Since we can compare these two equations here, AD minus BC of this determinant of A, AD minus BC of this one will be equal, then I can conclude that the determinant of A will be equal to determinant of A transpose. Property number 3, the determinant changes sign when 2 rows or columns are interchanged. So here we can see the matrix I'm taking like A is equal to A, B, C, D. If I interchange any 2 rows or any 2 columns, so I'm taking a matrix B. So this matrix B is obtained by interchanging the rows from this A matrix. So now I'm going to find a determinant of A matrix. So I'm getting AD minus BC, and same thing if I find for B, I'm getting CB minus AD. taking minus sign common factor, I'll be getting minus of AD minus BC. So I think I can conclude that the determinant of B will be equal to minus of determinant A. So when the rows or columns are interchanged, the sign will change for the determinant. Property number 4. If any two rows or columns of a square matrix A are identical, then the determinant A will be equal to 0. Identical in the sense the two rows are equal or two columns are equal. So the value of the determinant A will be equal to 0. I will get it. For example, I am taking a matrix A is equal to AB, AB. Since both are identical rows, if I expand this, I will get AB minus AB. Answer will be 0. Property number 5. If a square matrix A has either a 0 row or 0 column, then the determinant A will be 0. So I'm taking example of 3 cross 3 matrix here. In this 3 cross 3 matrix, I'm taking the R2 row completely 0. So if any one row or any one column is 0, then the value of the determinant will be completely 0. I'll get it like this. On expanding this determinant, I'll be getting the value 0 here. Sixth property. If A is a triangular matrix of order n, lower or upper triangle, anything we can take it, then the determinant of A will be equal to the product of the diagonal element. So here the matrix we can see it is a purely a lower triangle matrix, A 0 0, B C 0, D E F. So now if I expand this matrix for finding determinant, the value will be equal to by product of these diagonal elements, that is ACF. We got it from this. And same thing we can get for upper triangular matrix also. Property number 7. If A is a diagonal matrix of order n, then the determinant A is equal to the product of its diagonal elements. So same thing also, here I'm taking a diagonal matrix containing only diagonal elements here, A, B, C. So it will be equal to the product of the diagonal elements only. I will get it. So if I find the determinant of A of this particular matrix, the value will be equal to the product of this diagonal entries. I will get it. That is ABC. I got it. Property number 8. If each element in one row or one column of a determinant is multiplied by a non-zero number k, then the value of the determinant is multiplied by k. So for example, I'm taking a matrix A, that is 2 cross 2 matrix A, B, C, D. I'm going to multiply any one of this row with some constant k like this. I'm getting ka here. So ka is equal to ka kb by cd. So now if I find a determinant of this ka matrix, the answer will be the product of, I mean the constant multiple of the determinant of A. That is determinant of Ka, I am getting like K into determinant of A. I got it. Property number 5. If one row or one column of a square matrix is a K times of some other row or column, then the determinant A will be 0. Example, the matrix A is equal to, I'm having AB. And the row 2 will be some constant multiple of the first row. So if I expand this matrix for determinant, the answer will be 0. I will get it. Property number 10. Subtracting a constant multiple of one row from another row leaves the determinant unchanged. So I'm taking a matrix ABCD here. So if I expand this matrix for determinant, the answer is AD minus BC. So now what I will do means I'm going to multiply some constant for the row 1 and I'm going to subtract that row with a row 2. So the matrix will be equivalent to AB C minus Ka D minus Kb. So now if I expand this determinant, the value will be remains changed. It will not change like this. AD minus BC I got here also. Here also I got AD minus BC. Property number 11. If A is a singular matrix, then the determinant A will not be equal to 0. Otherwise, it is singular if determinant A will be equal to 0. So for the determinant A is equal to 0, the determinant A inverse will be 1 by of determinant A. We can write it. Property number 12. If A and B are square matrices of same order, then the determinant of AB will be equal to determinant of A into determinant of B. So I'm taking two matrices here, A and B. I'm going to multiply both the matrices to get the determinant of AB matrix. I got the AB matrix like this. So after expanding this AB matrix for finding determinant, I'll be getting this equation. And same thing, if I found determinant of A and determinant of B, if I multiply both the equation, the value will be remain same here like this. Example, let A is equal to 2 1 1 0 5 minus 2 1 minus 3 4 and B is given by 3 2 1 minus 4 5 minus 1 2 minus 3 4. So find the determinant of A and determinant of B. So the determinant of A is given by 2 into by multiplying 5 into 4 minus 3 into 2 like this. Again minus 1 into 0 into 4 minus of minus 2 into 1 like this, plus 1 into 0 minus 5. So after simplifying this, the answer will be 21. Same thing you have to apply for the B matrix also. So for 3 I'll be getting 20 minus 3 minus 2 into minus 16 plus 2, and for 1 plus 1 into minus plus 12 minus 10 I can write it. On expanding this, the answer will be something, I'll get it. So now one more example. If A is a 3 cross 3 matrix and the determinant A is equal to minus 1. So find the determinant of 1 by 2 into A, second one determinant of minus A, third one determinant of A square, fourth one determinant of A inverse. So we'll see how to find. Since here given that since that matrix A is a 3 cross 3 matrix here, so that one property we are having, that the determinant of Ka will be equal to K cube of determinant A. So that is I'm multiplying the constant 3 for entire 3 cross 3 matrix. I mean for each row is a multiple of the constant K here. So if I take the constant K common factor, it will be having K cube into determinant A I will be having. So now we'll see how to expand this. I want to find the value of determinant of 1 by 2A. So in place of K, you just replace 1 by 2. The answer will be 1 by 2 whole cube into determinant of A. 1 by 8 into minus 1. Answer is minus 1 by 8. So next is the determinant of minus A. So in the place of K is equal to K, replace minus 1. The answer will be minus 1 cube into determinant of A. So answer will be minus 1 into minus 1. It is plus 1. So next is the determinant of A square. So it is given by determinant of A into determinant of A. The property I'm using here, the determinant of AB into will be equal to determinant of A into determinant of B. That property I'm using here. So since both the values I will be knowing here, that is minus 1 into minus 1. So on simplifying this, I'll be having the answer 1. So next is A inverse. So I can write this A inverse as 1 by determinant of A. So it will be equal to 1 by minus 1. Answer is minus 1. Thank you.